Celia from Raleigh. Should I worry about losing weight if I'm skinny fat? What do you think skinny fat means, Michelle?
So skinny fat is a term that is used when your body weight and your BMI is not high. So you look thin, but the percentage of your body fat is high. Right? Yes. And we all know what this looks like, right? It happens a lot. There's other terms, soft body is sometimes used. More clinical term is TOFI, TOFI, thin outside, fat inside. And really the biggest risk is that fat that we carry around all our vital organs, right? Our brain's our only organ that's not from here to here. So we carry a lot of weight and fat in our abdomen, even if we have thin arms and thin legs, and even if our abdomen isn't really large, that fat inside of there is very dangerous. It's kind of nasty. It sends like nasty messages to all our other organs. And that's what makes this a disease, right? It's not just the weight and the physical mass. It's the fact that the fat cells in there are releasing these substances and these little chemical messengers they don't play nice. They're not nice. They don't play nice.
Nope.
They hurt our heart. They hurt our liver. They hurt our kidneys. They send messages up to our brain. It's just, none of it's good. None of it's good.
It's a toxic mess.
It is. It's toxic. It's a good word. But you can't tell looking at someone on the outside necessarily if they have that going on in there. So
that's right. So this is why I don't just agree with the concept just of weight.
Yeah.
Because if you have to think of your body fat as an organ instead. So you can be thinner, have a smaller frame, but have too much fat and get very sick with all the diseases we associate with being overweight, the type 2 diabetes, the heart disease, all of it, right? So, there's a movie character that's kind of like this. If you ever watch the kind of Will Ferrell comedy Talladega Nights, it gets funnier. I mean, it's like it comes on, like TNT or TBS every weekend at some point.
That's a good one.
But it's like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I didn't see that part in there before. The little few lines that I watch, it just makes me laugh even more. But he's got a father named Reese Bobby, and the guy's famous for drinking the 24-ounce cheap beers. You buy at the convenience store, and he's always drinking them. It doesn't matter if it's 8 in the morning or 10 at night. He's there drinking, and he's skinny. But that's where his calories are coming from. He's got this little gut, there's a T-shirt on, right? See, that's skinny fat.
Yeah.
Right. And so Reese Bobby is an example. The character Reese Bobby in the movie is an example of kind of skinny fat. It's an unhealthy condition. Just because he's a normal weight doesn't mean he's healthy, right? So I think if you're trying to deal with skinny fat, you're really not necessarily trying to deal with weight loss. You're trying to deal with fat loss.
Yes. Okay.
And the thing that makes you store fat and hold on to fat is insulin. So it comes back to why we teach carbohydrate restriction. If you're going to eat and drink things that constantly raise your insulin level, your blood sugar, and therefore your insulin level, this is the problem you get, whether you have a big frame or a smaller frame, right?
Yeah.
So, and you made one more point. I just would kind of say this. It's okay to have subcutaneous fat, right? So the fat that I can pinch up here, this does not, we don't know that this causes anybody a problem. We think there's health promoting qualities. So you can still have a higher body fat percentage from that kind of fat and be okay and be just fine. It's the fat that's right here, okay? That visceral fat, you get too much of that, that's what gets you in trouble. And that's the thing you ought to target, okay?
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's something we do in our practice. So I know that some patients think, well, if my weight isn't this high or if my BMI is not this high, then I guess I'm not a candidate and I can't come. Yeah. And that is absolutely not the case.
That is correct.
Absolutely not.
Right.
We have patients that come in and maybe someone watching them walk into our practice and say, well, why are they going to a practice for weight loss? Maybe they've lost 100 pounds already, or maybe they have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. Or maybe everyone in their family has died from a medical condition, or they have a lot of that weight in their abdomen and they know it's a problem, or their liver enzymes are high and they have fatty liver. I see that all the time. Patients who are thin and their liver enzymes are high because the fat in their abdomen is starting to infiltrate their liver, really important organ. So we will absolutely help with that. Don't feel like you can't call if you're not a certain weight or don't have a certain BMI.
Yeah, that's right.
And we specialize in losing body fat, not just body weight.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a really great question. I'm glad we addressed that.